All right, so I'll tell you this. This lecture is just going to be off the top. Okay, I'll use my PowerPoint just as, reference points. But this is what it is. You currently believe the lie that life costs money. You believe your car costs money, your house costs money, you believe your jewelry costs money, and you believe everything in this material life, you believe it costs money. And because you don't have any money, you believe you can't get anything. Okay? But I want to go against the lie that life costs money today. Let me say that again. I want to go against the lie that life costs money today. Life doesn't cost money. Why? And I'll tell you why right now. God gave you everything valuable and everything that creates money. God gave you that for free, bro. Let me say that again. God gave you everything that you deem as valuable. God gave you that for free already. Right or wrong? God gave you a mind, a stable mind, a creative mind. God gave you emotions and spiritual connection. God gave you a physical vessel, whether it's able or disabled in any way, he gave you a physical vessel to operate in. And God gave you a gift. God gave you a gift that comes easier to you than comes to other people. Right now, I have a gift to speak. Other people have a gift to speak, but there's more people that don't have the gift to speak than there are that do. Okay? So for the people that have the gift to speak, like I have a gift to speak, I get to deliver my gift and understanding that I didn't pay for the gift. Okay? Everything you see in life, every creative thought that comes out of your mind is a free thought. You didn't pay for it. Okay? Everything you do with your body, from walking up the stairs to doing whatever, lifting weights and whatever the case is, it's free. You didn't pay God. You didn't pay anybody's like, yo, let me give you $2 million real quick so I can get that body. You didn't. Okay? Period. You didn't. You didn't say, God, let me hand you $1 million real quick. Let me say that again. You didn't say, God, let me hand you $1 million real quick so I can get a heart that pumps the energetic frequency that is going to communicate with you and create not only my own action, but attraction. Because when somebody's happy and somebody's smiling, other people are going to join in. When somebody's mad, when somebody's beefing, people going to go away. You didn't have to pay for that experience. Okay, that was a free experience. So the premise here is this. You think life costs money. Life doesn't cost money. Okay? Life doesn't cost money because God gave you everything that creates money. He gave that to you for free. And everything that God gave you for free, all you have to do is serve that. Let me see if that turns back on. Everything God gave you for free, everything God gave you for free. All you have to do is serve it, and people are going to pay you for that. So if the bottom line is this, God gave you assets for free. He gave you a free mind, free body, free emotions, and a free gift. And if you say, hey, let me take what God gave me for free and let me serve that to people. And in me serving that to people, I got to fix that or charge that or something. But in me serving that to people, people are going to pay me for that. Right or wrong? Right. So the premise here is, if you don't agree on the premise, we're off already. But if you agree on the baseline premise that God gave you all your stuff for free, if we can agree that God gave you all your stuff for free, then moving forward in that, all you have to do is serve what was given to you for free, and you will earn life experiences. Okay? You will earn life experiences, which, yes, come with money and come with cars and clothes and taking care of other people. Okay? So, what we're going to do is you need to be able to take inventory. You need to take inventory of what you were given for free, period, point blank. And then you need to take inventory of how can that be given to somebody else. Given, served, silver platter, here you go. Right? Okay. And then once you serve that, once you give that, there will be a law of exchange, period, point blank. And I want to give an example of that. In this current moment, I am in a beautiful office space. Now, I set some things up here, but I'm in a beautiful office space, okay? And before I could afford this office space, let me let you know this. I could not afford this office space. It's $250, which is not, to some people that's a lot, to some people that's not a lot. It doesn't matter. To each his own. It was $250 per month, period. In my current life circumstances, I did not have $250 to afford per month on this additional expense, period. But God gave me things for free. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer what God gave me for free to earn this. And let me tell you how it happened. This just happened about a week ago. So I just got in here. This is my first formal lecture. Okay. This is how it happened. I come in to pick up my mail because I already pay $50 a month for these people to be my virtual office people, and they collect my mail. Okay. So I pay $50 a month for them to collect my mail and for my business to be registered here, $50 a month. I can do that. Bang. Take that. Okay. But that extra $250, which comes with all access past 24/7, meaning it could be 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 12 at night, 8 at 8, whatever. I get to come in here. There's a fully loaded kitchen. There's 3 floors. There's conference rooms. It's fully loaded. Wi-Fi jumping. Like I'm able to upload a 40, 50, an hour long YouTube video. 20, 30 minutes. You don't know a lot of people that can just upload a YouTube video in 20, 30 minutes. And I'm talking about from upload to X, Y, and Z, right? Okay, cool. You don't know a lot. So this place comes with a lot of amenities. You're not hearing me. This place comes with a lot of amenities. So much amenities that I will be able to create so much here. So much. But I couldn't afford it. Don't forget, I could not afford it. Okay, so one day when I came up to pick up my mail, I was also going to upload a YouTube video. I experienced a moment where I'm like, look, I'm not going to ignore the fact that I need this place and can't afford it. What I am going to do, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pray. I'm going to use my mind, which is free. I'm going to use my emotions, which is free. And I'm going to sit my butt down, which is also free. And I'm going to pray to God. God, you know I need this place. I know I need this place. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. I opened my eyes. The office lady turned around 3 seconds later. I counted. I said 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. She turned around. Yes. Okay. She turned around. She said, hey, Montre, pearl-minded, young, handsome individual, right? Would you like to earn a free month here? Now understand, she said a free month, 1 month. Okay. I said, yeah, like what can I do to earn a free month? What can I do to earn a free month? That'd be awesome. She said, this is what I need you to do. We have these 8 dividers from COVID. They would like block off the tables and people working at different tables. Look, they're too heavy. They need to go. They've been sitting here for months and months. Listen, you peep that? They've been sitting here for months and months. They need to go. They need to go up to the 2nd floor where there's no elevator to that floor. Okay. There's only stairs and we can't carry them. None of us are strong enough to carry them. My bad. None of us are strong enough to carry them. Okay. And so what we need you to do, I just want to make sure I'm still centered. What we need you to do is if you could carry these 8 large plastic dividers up to the 2nd floor and put them in our storage unit, we'll give you a month for free. Understand, a 20-minute job, I was paid $250 worth of value in 20 minutes. You can go to work right now. They're not going to give you $250 for 20 minutes of work. But God did. Kai Sinat, God did. Okay? So I moved the dividers up and I earned my free month, my first free month. But while I was moving the dividers, I was just so elated. I was just so grateful. I also wanted to know, whoa, like, how can I please earn more free months? If if I can use what God gave me, which is my physical labor, my energy, my intuitiveness, my go-get-itness, if I can use that and earn another month or earn perpetual months, let me figure that out. So after I finished the job, I went up to the same office lady, same day. I said, office lady, look, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to earn this free month. Thank you so much. I got an idea though. Is there any way I can offer my services or my labor in any way? I don't care if it's janitorial. I will sweep, mop, clean the toilets, whatever. I will do whatever I need to do. I feel so good right now. I will do whatever I need to do. I'm gonna be so authentic. This is my first lecture. I just intended to just practice. This is just my first lecture, so it's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be moving all over the place. I'm gonna be looking around. I'm gonna be, trying stuff. Clearly, I played with my little light a few times, so just bear with me. You're just witnessing an authentic moment. Be here with me. I feel so good right now. I feel so blessed. So check this out. So I said, office lady, how can I please offer my services to perpetually earn more free months? She said, hey, we do need stuff. Do you know how to change light bulbs? Of course. What? Look at me. She said, okay. Do you know how to, fix this and fix that? She just kind of naming stuff. I'm like, look, yes. And if I don't, I'm a very resourceful individual. I will figure it out. Job number 2 came right away. She said, yo, we've been meaning to put up a Ring camera in our back door to kind of surveillance our alleyway. If you could do that, I'll give you another month. Oh my God. Y'all not hearing me. Bet. I'll call my boy because I ain't never put no ring light up. And it needed to go into a concrete wall. Long story short, I'll call my best friend Corey. Corey, I need your help. Boom. Again, that friendship is free. That friendship is free, guys. So me and Corey hooked up the ring light. I just earned 2 free months in a week's time. That's $500 worth of value up front. But if I'm creating YouTube videos and I'm creating value for other people because of it, not only was I given $250 per month, or per job, I should say, not only was I given $250 per job, I'm also about to go crazy on YouTube and drop mad value. I'm a reality creation coach. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a business owner. I'm a brand owner. I'm a community leader. There's a lot I have to do, and there's a lot of value I'm going to be able to create. So not only was I given $250 per job up front, which would pay for the place, I'm turning that into more. That kind of goes back to it makes me think of the parable of the talents in the Bible, when Jesus kind of told the story of the parable of the talents. Hey, man. God came down, gave 10 talents to one, 5 talents to another, 1 talent to another. When God came back, the man with the 10 talents turned them into 20. The man with the 5 talents turned them into 10. The man with the 1 talent turned it into nothing. And God said, take that 1 talent from that man and give it to the man with the 10. That took his 10 to the 20. What am I doing right now? I'm taking my 10 to the 20, or I'm taking my 1 at least to the 2. I'm at least taking my 1 to the 2, my boy. At least. And that's a biblical principle. That's a law of biblical effect, my boy. And my girl. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I got another job. Really quick, I got another job. The second job was, they was like, yo, we need our parking lot lines repainted. We got 8 parking spots. People have been parking in our spots. And as well as the people that be parking in our spots, they can't see the line, so the parking be all messed up a little bit. If you can get that, boom, there's another job. Do you not understand? In 1 to 2 weeks' time, I earned 3 months worth of free 24/7 access in this jumping virtual office, co-working space office. So when I'm telling you, and I started this whole lecture with this, everything in life is free. Everything in life is free. And I stand on that because I live it. There's things that I never paid for. I did not pay to look this handsome. I did not pay to think this good. I did not pay to have this much emotion in my heart. I didn't pay for that. I wouldn't even be able to afford it. No matter how much money I got. There's no amount of money that nobody has today. Jeff Bezos, or the federal government, I don't care, to be like, yo, buy a healthy body from God. Not just a healthy body, buy a healthy body with a sound mind and a powerful heart and a free gift to serve and to speak and to lead and to X, Y, and Z. You can't buy what God has given you. I can't buy what God has given me with no amount of money that I will go get in life. I'm so hyped right now. I pray this audio is good because, again, if it's good, I'm uploading it. This is my first lecture. Every lecture after this would be so much more refined. But understand, I'm here, bro. I'm here and I'm standing in the manifestation. I'm standing in what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is everything in life is free. You think it costs money. No, God gave you free assets, sound mind, sound body, powerful emotions, and a free gift that you can do better than anybody else. Easier than anybody else. God gave you that. God gave you that. All you got to do is offer it to people. The law is this: serve God, love people. Serve God, love people. By serving God, what does it look like to serve God? First of all, know what he says, know his word, and then move by his word. You're not going to be perfect. I've never been perfect, and I would never be hypocritical enough to say X, Y, and Z. No, I've made every mistake in the book. And guess what? God still loved me. Jesus still loved me. I'm still getting blessed. And I've committed every crime in the book. Not to I'm not going to put myself out there, but most of us have committed pretty much almost every crime and or sin in the book. Don't feel guilty. You're not the only one. The story was written thousands and thousands of years before you got here. God knew you would sin. God knew you would commit a crime. God knew you would fail. Am I wrong? Is it not in the book? God been knew that. Women, men, you're not going to be perfect. But to serve God is to love God. And love is not a feeling. Love is not a feeling. Love is an action. So to serve God is to act on God's word. You don't got to be perfect because part of his word is repent. Call it out. Make it aware where you kind of messed up. Make it aware where you fell short. But also be aware that he's already forgiven you. The story is he gave his only son. That's the story. You can believe the story. You cannot believe the story. It doesn't really matter what it is. Use the story for your own benefit. It's a story. You read, there's so many children books. There's The Little Train That Could. Did the real train have a face? No. But there's value in the story. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. There's value in the story. And one of the greatest value stories known to man is the story of Jesus and God's relationship with man and human race and X, Y, and Z. You don't got to be a Christian or a Muslim or anything to be able to read a book and grab the wisdom from it. Right? If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong in the comments. I mean, look, I'm just practicing. So I might even post this video, but if I post it, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or if I'm spitting. Because I feel like, there ain't nothing in front of me getting wet, but I feel like I'm spitting right now. Say less. So, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped. So, at the end of the day, the lecture was just all about this. Okay? I'll get back to it. The lecture was this. Everything in life is free, especially materially. But also all the emotional things in life is free as well. The joy, the peace, the happiness. Peace is free. Peace don't cost money. You can use some money to go get some peace, but peace is free. Peace is more of a decision you make. Peace is more of a character you possess. You know what I mean? Joy, love, laughter. These things are free. And I argue and I stand on the foundation that everything in this life is free because whatever you're going to go experience or create wealth with, God already gave it to you for free. So the premise and the foundation of what you're going to even earn anything with was free. So if God gave you something for free and you gave it to somebody else and they gave you money, the money you got for that was free. Look, I ain't gonna go too much deeper. That's where I'm at.